Today, let's discuss your listing presentation. How do you set yourself apart from other agents that may be interviewed as well? I'm going to share some of my ideas and I would love to hear from you. Stick around, it'll be short and sweet. Hi, I'm Christy Henshaw. I love talking out all things real estate, all things design. It's just one of my favorite things to discuss. Today we're going to talk about listing presentations. How do you set yourself apart? I would love it if you would comment below. Definitely like and share because it'll help push this content to others. But if you comment, what do you do that I might not be mentioning here? And if you're a seller just curious about this video, I personally am a big believer that you should not just go with your cousin's aunt or just someone that you've just randomly picked, you got their flyer in the mail. You need to interview at least 3 agents and kind of see who you connect with the most, who seems like they can handle. I guess I need to back up. It's not just your top producer. It's not just your top agent that you want to go with. You want to see who can handle pressure, who can handle keeping talks moving forward, because usually it's not finding the property that's so hard for an agent, it's getting that property to close. And that's where good agents come in. So interview your agent, make sure you feel good about who you're using. Don't just randomly pick somebody. So let's get started on today's topic. The listing presentation. Usually, so I have a lot of, I would say a lot of my work is listings, and a lot of it is through my sphere of influence. That means it's people that know me, I'm in relationship with, they ask me to help them sell their properties. And they know me well, they know how I do my business, they know how we work together. So that's often the way business comes, but sometimes like a seller may find me on Google or just online by searching for realtors in this area. So I'm going to share what I feel like sets me apart when I know that they are interviewing other agents. I have online in my little stand store, and I'll put the address, a booklet that is for listing presentations. This is my main listing presentation item that I do. It is what I hand off to the seller. And so let's see here. It's got a page where I just kind of talk about myself, talk about how it is to work together. I've got reviews, just things like that in here, and then all kinds of things like moving notes and staging, how the transaction process goes. If you're an agent and you don't have anything like this, you definitely can look at it, and you're welcome to create one on your own. I will tell you, it's a lot of work. But with this, I am sure when I go on the interview that I hand off a physical copy of this. And if someone is just asking me questions, say I've got someone from my sphere, a potential seller who comes to me about, they're asking questions, they're thinking about selling, they want just information. I also created a digital version of this. And that's not something that I sell. This is a template that I have on Canva that I do sell. So you can go to the stand store and check that out. But then once you download that template, you can customize it. Like these photos are this is some of my staging. This is me. It's got my information. But you can do that as well. You can put in your own photos. I made it a generic template so that it has great, beautiful photos from Canva. If you don't want to change out any of the photos, you don't have to. But if you got your own personal work, like I do here, you can put it into your book. And you can, everything is fully editable. You can go in and change the words. You can make it say whatever you want to say. It doesn't have to be state specific. I'm in Texas, so I've got a lot of information about Texas in there, but on the generic template, I tried to make it pretty generic, but you can go in and tweak it. You can make it however you want. You can totally go in and move pages around, although I probably wouldn't do that because I've got the spreads just perfectly for how you want to get them printed. So I have that in Canva. I usually print from Canva, but you can download from Canva. You can take it to any printer that you want. And like I said, I also have a digital version, which I just went online, I researched different companies, and I found one that would give a free version. And so basically it's kind of like a magazine online. It looks like a booklet that's online, and it lets me download. I think it only allows me to do one or two things for free, and then you have to pay beyond that. But I have this one in particular uploaded to their site. And so when I have someone reach out and they're asking me information, they've got lots and lots of questions, I direct them, I send them a link to my digital version of this book before we meet. That way they can go ahead and start thumbing through. I can say, oh, you can look on this page and it's right there, and answer a lot of their questions. And then when I meet with them in the interview, they've already seen it, or if they didn't get a chance to look at it and I give them a physical copy, I feel like it's something that, now some people might not do this because they can be expensive to print, and you print a lot, but I always leave a physical copy as well, because that's got me in their face, and I'm really hoping that other agents have not done the same thing. We all have our different, what I call, you're just putting a document in a packet of different items that you take to your listing presentation. Some people have videos that they do, that sort of thing. This is my tangible way of giving them something to kind of thumb through and ask questions about. Anyway, you can go to my Stand Store, you can check it out, and send me any questions. I would love to answer them. I've got other items in there as well. I'll probably do videos on those another time, but just wanted to kind of, I don't know, put a little plug out there for the book. Now, one thing that I am finding, I'll talk at this, I have had people still call me. It's like they're happy to get the book. I've got the listing. We're gonna move forward, but they'll still call me and go, well, what about this? Or what about this? Can you tell me? Or specifically, like, it's time to get to closing, and before I've even had a chance to reach out to them, they're thinking ahead and they're thinking about closing. And what do I do? What do I bring? All that information. And so I'm able to say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and send you this email with the information, but you can also go to my book here. You can go to this page and you can see, I direct them to the question that's in the booklet, but then they can see all the information, because I've got like 3 full pages on closing in this book. And so anyway, it's a great way to set yourself apart. I'm hoping not everybody in the world starts doing this, because if they do, they've got to find a new way to go about it. And I'm sure there'll be something that comes along in the future. But for now, this is working. It works well, and you should definitely consider it. So in the meantime, if you have other realtor type questions or things that you're thinking about, just check out some of the other videos on YouTube here. You can also go to my website. If you're interested in EXP, you can go there and find out all kinds of information about EXP. And I'm a big believer in no pressure sales. So that's it. Reach out. Please comment below things that you do specific to things that you think set you apart when you're meeting with a potential client. I would love to hear your ideas as well, because there's not enough of this in this business where we share ideas. It gets really competitive, it gets really catty, and it should not be that way. Let's share ideas. Let's all work together, try to make this world a better place. I'll talk to you soon.